very, very fast fashion. But my job as it stands, man, is to help these guys with the learning curve, as well as go out there and represent myself, show that I'm healthy, still able and capable to play at a high level, but to assist these guys with what they're going to be thrusted into next season.
With regard to that, with the young heads, especially Jalen and some of the young heads that probably have a real shot going forward, what message do you give them?
You know, there's a vast amount of them. You know, being some off the court, some on the court. But with on, man, just being high character individuals, working hard, showing up early, staying late. And the good thing about them that you don't have to show them, they're very inquisitive. You know, they want to learn about the game. They want to learn how to be good. They want to learn what it takes to be a pro. And that's where myself, Bobby, Amir, as well as, you know, B. Shaw and his staff, we try to hit them to the learning curve as much as possible.
Question from Amit.
Hey, Jarrett. I wanted to know that, there is an Indian player in the team, Princepal Singh. I wanted to know whether you had the chance to talk to him and what are the kind of questions that he's been asking you?
First off, I want to applaud Prince probably more than anybody. You know, coming into this situation with the language barrier and still being able to go out there and compete is amazing. If the shoe was on the other foot, I don't know how on earth I would be able to do that. But Prince possesses a lot of skills. Obviously, the game has transitioned to where the big guys, need to be able to go out there and stretch the floor. And Prince possesses those qualities. He's a very, very young kid getting acclimated to the pace and how physical the game is over here. It's going to be an adjustment process for him, but he's been doing great so far.
But has he been asking you something? What are the kind of things he's inquisitive about?
How to maneuver, how to get himself open in space, picking up the defensive coverages, those type things, honestly. And then, the one thing about him, man, he can be too unselfish at times. I tell him, when you're open, take your shot, man. Look to be aggressive. He's a very, very, has a lot of size, a lot of tools and ability, and just want him to go out there and be aggressive every time he gets an opportunity.
Great. Thank you.
No problem.
Any other questions for Jarrett? Please take yourself off mute if you have a question.
Hello, Jarrett. Christoph Saldas from SDNA Greece. I'd like to ask you, as one of the most experienced guys in the roster, how relief or how refreshing for you is to play alongside with some really talented guys like Jalen, Jonathan Kuminga, Todd, Nix? How you live this process so far?
I couldn't hear that last bit of your question. What did you say?
Yeah, how you live this process so far and how relief or refreshing for you to play alongside with some really talented guys like Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Green, Todd, Nix?
It's very refreshing. Young guys that are being thrusted into such a very scrutinized position at a young age, but not being overwhelmed, being able to take it in stride. And like I said before, they're embracing the process of trying to go from amateurs to professionals, and high-level professionals at that. They all have different things within their various situations, but they're attacking them head on, being inquisitive, like I said before, and taking it one day at a time, man. Just trying to be one step better each and every day, not trying to rush the process, and accepting the lumps and the bumps that come with it. So as long as you do that, stay encouraged and keep working hard, man, I think all of them have very, very promising futures.
And also, what impressed you most about those guys, especially Jalen and Jonathan, on the court?
Man, just their size and athletic ability at such a young age. Being 18, 19 years old, possessing these skills and qualities that they just have raw, natural talent, is jaw-dropping. They made a couple plays within the scrimmage today that, just everybody was just looking at each other, really just like, man, these kids, man, are going to really, be able to show and prove when they get to the league, man. So I'm excited for them. We're going to keep this thing pushing as much as possible until it's time for them to make that jump. But until then, man, I'm keeping them close in a headlock.
And I have one last question about you. Is an off topic, but I'd like to ask you about your former teammate in Skyforce, Daryl Macon, who signed in Greece some days ago. What did you see? What did you see from him, and what are the strengths and his ability on and off the court?
Can really score, man. Has an ability to score in bunches in a variety of different ways. One of those really, uh, scoring point guards, that can score in a number of ways, off the ball, on the ball, can play in the pick and roll. Very good athlete. I'm happy he found a place to go ahead and extend his career. I think I've never been to Greece. I hear it's amazing, so he gets to go over there and enjoy your beautiful country. And I wish him the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
All right, we've got time for one more question. We'll throw it over to Matt.
Hey, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Am I able to sneak in 2 questions or just one?
Matt, go ahead.
Okay. At what point did you know of the interest from Ignite, and did you have any other G League offers on the table?
So they presented me with this offer around August, but I wasn't sure of the landscape of the world, as we all know, with this pandemic going on. And so I kind of balked at it at first, kind of just until they had a concrete situation in place. And then crazy enough, my rights were with the Skyforce in Sioux Falls, and they pulled out of the G League season at the last minute. And Sharif and the guys circled back, asked me if I still was interested, and I jumped at the opportunity.
Okay, and if I may follow up quickly, obviously all eyes are on Green and Kuminga, but as a fellow point guard, what have you seen from Deshaun Nix? What's his ceiling, and have you been mentoring him?
Man, the first thing you notice is just his size and stature, natural build. Just wanting him to be a little bit more aggressive. He's a guy that possesses a lot of cerebral tools, being able to see the play before it happens, making that extra pass. He's the one that really knows how to control tempo, control pace. And I want him to go out there and exude that, be demonstrative with it, be a lot more vocal. And I try to explain to him that there's a difference in playing point guard and running a team. Once he gets to the point where he's running a team, that's when you start to separate yourselves and, you really start to make an imprint on his league.
Yep, I appreciate that. Good luck for the season.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, thanks everybody. We'll be in touch with tomorrow.
Thank y'all, man.
Jack, stay safe, bro.
Definitely, DA.
Yes, sir.